What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another re-review video. Today we're going to be checking out the Halo Master Chief statue by Sideshow Collectibles. One of the few Sideshow statues that does remain in my collection, and the only one in this room. Everything else is not Sideshow. And I've never actually reviewed this piece. This is a piece I've had for a very long time. It was out when I first got into collecting. It was one of the first pieces I acquired. I've owned a few different Halo statues over the years, and I've sold the majority of them, but this one, we'll talk about that. So, first off, this one's a really good scale. It's a big statue. It's 25 inches tall. You can see it next to like the Prime one. Like it's bigger than Nero. Of course, he's wearing body armor, so he should be. But it's a Prime 1 scaling statue, and I like that. I like the fact how big it is. Where the other Halo statues... So, Gaming Heads did a recent Halo 3 version. It was okay. It looked underscaled, so I passed. If it wasn't underscaled, I probably would have bought it. Then McFarlane made a Halo 4 one of that exact pose from that poster, actually. And I still love Halo 4. Now, I don't like the multiplayer in Halo 4, but I do love the campaign. And I think it's Master Chief's best look. I love the look in Halo 4, where he gets the, freaking honeycomb eyes, the way his armor's portrayed. And that poster is so sick. That's why I chose that poster, because I love that poster. But the statue was that exact pose, and it came with an energy sword. Pretty cool base, but huge butt. The detail was amazing. It was tiny. Oh my gosh, it was so small. It was like a 1/6 scale, yet they advertised it as 1/4. His head was like half the size of this Sideshow one. So I sold it purely due to size. That was the only reason. If they scaled it correctly, I would have kept it. So, we sold that one. And I've owned a few smaller Halo stuff, sold it over the years. And this is what I've come up with. You have the Sideshow EX. I displayed the Needler for probably 7-8 years. Only about a few months ago, I switched him to the battle rifle. You do have an energy lamp behind him. It's just an energy sword lamp. The Halo 3 Collector's Edition helmet. A little Cortana that does light up, and a little Halo 2 keychain dog tag I got, and the Halo Chief Anniversary Collection. So in case you guys are unaware of Flankster's history, Flankster comes from Halo. Playing Halo back when I was a teen was a huge thing. I grew up in, a small remote town, and Halo was everything. That summer, I wanted to hang out with my friend, and all he wanted to do was play Halo. So I'm like, all right, let's try this game. At first, I sucked. I'd never played a first-person shooter outside of GoldenEye, and, I was new to the controls, and he kept raping me. His name was Grenadesman. I didn't have a gamer tag at that point, but eventually I just kept playing and playing and playing, and I started to get good. Then I started to get really good. Then I became God level. And by the time Halo 2 had launched, I was the best in the Valley. I went to sort of like a GameSpot, but it wasn't GameSpot, it was a different company. They did a Halo 1 tournament, and at the end of, all the battle royales and everything, because that's what it was, the final 4 were selected. And it was the 4 best in the Valley. Me, my friend Stuart, Jared, and Dylan. Us 4. We were the 4 best in the entire Valley. And we did, what level was that? Wizard, free-for-all. And I ended up winning. And then the first and second place, me and Stuart had to play one-on-one to determine the winner. But because I was first, I got to choose the level, so I chose longest. And I absolutely destroyed him. And I won the whole tournament. I won like a Halo 2 copy, got an early release, and tons of stuff. It was like the greatest night of my life, I swear. And then in Halo 2, I became a god. I actually went pro. I got sponsored by Monster, Energy Drink, Red Bull, a clothing company. I traveled to multiple MLGs, Major League Gaming. I got 4th nationally twice at MLG, first in Las Vegas on Utah Noobs. You can actually YouTube this, folks. If you type in MLG Flankster, it'll show you Nakamura, who was a teammate of mine, and when we played in the finals. This was actually the one we lost, but we got 4th place. We beat like 15 other teams. We had 0 practice, folks. 0 practice. They had practice, but their 4th dropped out. So I was the 4th. Came in out of nowhere. We took fourth, which was amazing because they had never got fourth place before. It's very hard to get top 8 in MLG. Then after that, Utah Noobs couldn't really travel a lot, so I got some other teammates. I went with, if you guys know them, It Was Luck, Bonfire. I joined their team. They're out of Texas. And we got fourth place in Seattle. And then I joined a few other teams, but I went to multiple MLGs, and it was incredible. Some of the funnest times of my life. I was ranked number 1 on Xbox Live for Team Slayer and 2v2. Me and my buddy BCO7, we beat the Ogre Twins, if you know who they are. They were the greatest in the world. My team had beat the Ogre team, and it was phenomenal. I loved Halo so much as a kid. And I got the name Flankster because I was good at flanking people. I'd come up from behind you and melee you in the back using the plasma pistol in Halo 1. So my buddy called me Flankster. And that is why my gamer tag is Flankster, and I've stuck with it. 117 due to John Spartan 117. So I'm a huge Halo fan, folks. Absolutely huge. And every now and then I'll whip out the old Master Chief collection and play it for a few months, and I really enjoy it. Anyways, back to the statue, now that you guys have a background on why Flankster loves Halo. It was a huge part of my teens, like the biggest part of my teenage year for me. We bought this statue for, I think, $600. It generally goes for about $1,000 now. And it comes with a few swap outs. The normal swap out is this and the pistol. And the exclusive is the Needler. I like the Needler just because it looks cool, even though I hated the weapon in the game. In the game, of course, Halo 1, it's all about that pistol. Battle rifle is up close with melee. I wish he had a plasma pistol or plasma rifle. But, yeah, right now I'm just displaying the battle rifle because it still looks great. The pose, classic Sideshow pose. One knee up. It's always Sideshow. Base is very okay. Like, it's mediocre, just a rock base, nothing special. I think the base could be way better. I do like the pose. It's a good pose. Like he's coming up on a hill, ready for battle, looking at the, what's to come. I think there's definitely a ton of room for improvement on the base. The pose is okay, like I said. I like the fact it comes with 3 swap outs. The paint and detail. So let's get a little closer. It's Halo 1, so his armor was a little bit more simple, but I still think this statue looks great. You do have some textured detail here on the black, and then this is armor, so it's not really going to have texture, but it does have a lot of scuff marks, and it does look really good. It looks like armor. So I think overall, I think they did a great job. The battle rifle looks good. The helmet has a nice shine to it, like a motorcycle helmet. I think it looks great, and it's big. The pose is awesome overall. You look at the Halo 3 helmet, also has that real shine to it. That helmet's a little bit different. You can see some design in it. It's a little different than the Halo 1 helmet, which was much more simple, almost like a motorcycle costume. Halo 2 and 3 had much better costumes, but I still like Halo 1 costume, and I love Halo 1, so, I still choose this statue over the other ones, the Halo 4 or Halo 3 version. So, overall, I still would say the concept is probably a 6 out of 10. Paint and detail, it still looks great for today's standards. I don't look at this and think, man, that looks out of date. No, it's not a human face, so that's not an issue. It still looks like armor, and it looks like a Halo 1. So I think paint and detail does hold up, and it still looks great. So I'd give that a 8 out of 10. I definitely think there's, if Prime 1 did a Master Chief, imagine them doing one with, their crazy bases like this or something like that. They would probably do a Elite or some sort of Covenant on the base, spaceship themed, multiple swap outs, battle damaged head. I just think there's a ton of potential in Halo, and I really feel like it's an untapped market. Gaming heads, absolute trash. Theirs was, not good. This is still the best Halo statue out there. It still is, even after 10 years. I think Prime 1 really needs to get the license because I think there's a huge market for it. I also would love a half-scale bust. I've thought about commissioning a, Master Chief bust, just waist up, holding a weapon. I think that'd be absolutely insanely cool. Such a cool bust idea. Now you don't need a human head underneath. I'm not using that TV series guy. TV series is horrible, in my opinion. I like the action, but I think the story is horrible and the direction is horrible. But I do love the action, so that's the only reason I watch it, because the action scenes are really cool. But overall, I'd probably rate this statue a solid 7.5 out of 10. I think it's a great statue. Still holds up to today's standard. Is it worth $1,000? Sure, why not? There's 3 versions. This one, blue and a red if you want to get, like, you know, the 3 costumes. Then, of course, you could have each with the different swap outs. At one point, I almost did buy the other costumes, but I just do not like having a statue with the exact same pose. Even if it's a different color, it just, I can't do that. But overall, I still love this statue, folks. I still really like it. I don't know if I'll ever sell it. Like, even if we, let's say Prime 1 makes like a Halo 3 or Halo 2 statue, this is Halo 1. It's a different looking costume. So I'd probably still keep this, like, no matter what. I don't think I'll ever sell this. I would buy the Prime 1 Halo. No matter what game it's from, I would buy it from Prime 1. Halo Infinite, Halo 1 through 5, goodness. ODST. I've played every Halo game. So... yeah, but I really hope someday Prime 1 does a Halo and gives it a true justice, much better base, more swap outs. It says 3. I would like, you know, I want a statue similar to the Doom, but Halo and 1/4 scale. You know, I wouldn't mind it a little bit bigger. You know, this is a big piece, but, you know, Prime 1 scaling, I wish it was even bigger, because Master Chief is huge. You know, I think he's like 8 feet compared to a normal human in his costume. So I still do recommend this, though, because Prime 1 is not indicated they're going to do a Halo statue, you know, and I don't know if we're going to get any more Halo games after Halo Infinite. I think the series might be dead. Hopefully not. I mean, I hope we continue to get Halos. I do feel like it kind of went downhill when Bungie was out of the scene, and, you know, I like the old Bungie Halo. But, yeah, anyways, folks, I freaking love this Halo statue. I love Halo so much in my life. It's so nostalgic for me, you know, as a little 12 to 18-year-old, that was Flankster's life. And that is the reason my name is Flankster. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think of this Master Chief statue. See you in the next one. Have a great day.